Apparently, Schwarzenegger has been keeping this secret for years.
Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner. In May 2023, after nearly 19 years of marriage, model and handbag designer Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce from Hollywood actor Kevin Costner.
It's a horrible place to be, but this is where we're at.
The proceedings quickly escalated as the former couple disagreed over everything from child support payments to Baumgartner leaving their Malibu home. The designer was eventually forced out of the property, a condition stipulated in their prenup agreement.
This weekend, Christine says she will move into her new $40,000 a month rental home, but it does not provide a comparable lifestyle for their kids.
Subsequently, Costner insisted on a reimbursement of the legal costs he incurred during Baumgartner's challenge to their prenup, amounting to nearly $100,000. The exes eventually settled their child support dispute in September when a judge ordered Costner to pay about $100,000 less than what Baumgartner requested. Later that month, they managed to reach an amicable agreement, officially concluding their divorce proceedings.
The exes confirmed to E! News on September 19th that they, quote, have come to an amicable and mutually agreed upon resolution of all issues pertaining to their divorce proceedings.
Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen. The union between Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen began to unravel in March 2005 when Richards filed for divorce while pregnant with their second daughter.
The actress opens up on the Just Be with Bethany Frankel podcast about her 4-year marriage to Charlie and its unraveling.
Despite attempts to reconcile, the couple ultimately proceeded with the divorce in 2006. Richards alleged that Sheen was in possession of explicit material involving apparent minors, and that he had made several threats on her life.
Denise alleges that Sheen even sent their daughter this shocking text: "Have a Merry Xmas with your loser blank blank mom. Your dad is a rock star genius. Your mom is a blank wart."
This led her to seek a restraining order against him. Their divorce was finalized in November 2006, with Sheen ordered to stay 300 feet away from Richards and their daughters. Nearly a decade later, Richards sued Sheen for $1.2 million, alleging that he kicked them out of their home and failed to provide financial support.
Denise also claims Sheen evicted her and their 2 daughters, Lola and Sam, from a mansion Sheen bought for them.
Sandra Bullock and Jesse James. In early 2010, while actress Sandra Bullock received acclaim and awards for her performance in the sports drama The Blind Side, sordid revelations about her husband, Jesse James, emerged.
As Jesse James got back to work over the weekend, new details that Bullock knew her husband had groupies, but trusted him anyway.
Several women alleged that James had engaged in illicit affairs with them while married to Bullock. James admitted to his infidelity and publicly apologized to Bullock and their children, although he maintained that many of the allegations were false.
I wouldn't believe everything you read in tabloids, you know?
The scandal became a huge embarrassment for Bullock, leading her to cancel multiple public appearances due to unforeseen personal reasons. Bullock filed for divorce from James in April 2010, citing his infidelity as the reason their marriage could not continue. The divorce was finalized 2 months later.
Not only did he betray her publicly, he betrayed the children and her bond with them.
Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger. After 7 years of marriage, Hollywood actors Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger separated in December 2000. That marked the end of their union and the beginning of a nasty custody dispute over their daughter Ireland that lasted about as long as the marriage itself.
The Oscar winner also says that her public and nasty divorce affected how she raised her and Baldwin's now 20-year-old daughter Ireland. I brought up Ireland in a very unconventional way. I just wanted her to be free.
The two dragged each other to court in a legal battle that cost millions of dollars and significantly affected both of their careers. Things came to a head in 2007 when a voicemail from Baldwin leaked to the public, in which he called Ireland a, quote, rude, thoughtless little pig for not answering his call.
"You have humiliated me for the last time with this phone."
The incident drew widespread attention, intensifying the already severe public scrutiny around the former couple's bitter dispute. Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher. The scandalous love triangle that ended the celebrity marriage was ironically the stuff of Hollywood movies.
In 1959, the marriage of America's sweethearts was over, and Debbie was cast as the victim.
Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher tied the knot in 1955 and maintained a close friendship with fellow celebrity couple Elizabeth Taylor and Mike Todd. After Todd passed away in a plane crash in 1958, Fisher soon began an affair with Taylor.
I don't blame her for the break. I blame Eddie for the break.
He ultimately left Reynolds and their 2 children and married Taylor the following year. The scandal attracted widespread attention, resulting in intense public backlash against Fisher and Taylor. So negative was the publicity that Fisher's variety TV show was canceled. Despite the fallout, Taylor and Reynolds reconciled years later, humorously addressing the scandal in their 2001 TV film, These Old Broads.
I wanted to remind you, it all happened so long ago when we were so young. Well, let's just drop it, okay?
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. For 25 years, action star and former California governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, was married to TV journalist Maria Shriver. However, in May 2011, their union ended abruptly when Shriver moved out of their shared home.
Official announcement brings to an end one of the most unusual partnerships in American media and politics.
The reason for this sudden separation was revealed a week later. Shriver had discovered that Schwarzenegger fathered a son with their housekeeper 14 years earlier. In fact, this son had been born just days after Shriver gave birth to her youngest child with Schwarzenegger.
Overnight, Schwarzenegger came clean about his real-life true lies, saying, quote, "After leaving the governor's office, I told my wife about this event, which occurred over a decade ago. There are no excuses, and I take full responsibility for the hurt I have caused."
Although this revelation triggered a media frenzy, the divorce proceedings between the two remained largely quiet and free of tension. In 2021, 10 years after Shriver initially filed the papers, the divorce between the former couple was finalized.
Just because of my doing this stupid thing, I got into the situation that I'm in.
Tiger Woods and Elin Nordegren. In November 2009, legendary golfer Tiger Woods was involved in a car crash just outside his Florida home. Although Woods only sustained minor injuries from the incident, it triggered a series of revelations that inflicted lasting damage on his marriage.
Since then, at least 3 foursomes of women have stepped forward claiming relationships with the world's best and married golfer.
Over the next few weeks, several women came forward with claims that Woods had cheated on his wife, Elin Nordegren, with them. The professional golfer eventually owned up to these allegations, publicly apologized to his family, and went on an indefinite hiatus from the sport to focus on his marriage.
I've had a lot of time to think about what I've done. My failures have made me look at myself in a way I never wanted to before.
Despite these efforts, their union officially came to an end in August 2010. The scandal cost Woods several sponsorship deals and resulted in a divorce settlement of about $100 million.
Now, what, if anything, he says once he shows up here at the golf course is still anyone's guess.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. The marriage between Hollywood actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard had lasted just over a year when Heard filed for divorce, citing Depp's alleged violent behavior.
I just stared at him, kind of laughing still, thinking that he was going to start laughing too to tell me it was a joke, but he didn't.
She was granted a temporary restraining order against him, but eventually settled the divorce, seemingly on amicable terms. However, in 2018, Heard wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post implying that she had experienced domestic violence from Depp.
And slams me up by my neck and holds me there for a second and tells me that he could kill me.
Consequently, Depp sued Heard for defamation, asserting that he was the actual victim of domestic violence in the marriage. Heard countersued Depp, setting off a highly publicized defamation trial in 2022. In the end, a jury ruled that Heard had defamed Depp, while dismissing all but one of the claims in her countersuit.
To my dying day, will stand by every word of my testimony.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Hollywood power couple Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie officially began their relationship following the dissolution of Pitt's marriage to actress Jennifer Aniston. After 12 years together, including 2 years of marriage, Jolie filed for divorce in September 2016.
In this 11-page court document obtained by ABC News, Jolie citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split.
The former couple were declared legally single in April 2019, but have remained in a bitter legal dispute over custody of their underage children. In 2022, Jolie revealed allegations of domestic violence from Pitt, including violent behavior towards their child, which led to an FBI investigation in 2016. Their divorce proceedings have been further complicated by Jolie's sale of her shares in a French winery, co-owned with Pitt, to a Russian billionaire. This move was reportedly perceived by Pitt as retaliatory.
In these new court docs, he says her actions are severely and intentionally damaging.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Even after separating, West verbally attacked Kardashian and then-boyfriend Pete Davidson.
Back in March, Kim's request to restore her marital status to single was granted by a judge after the Kardashian star claimed Kanye was causing, quote, emotional distress by putting misinformation about private family matters on social media.
Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock. The American Idol winner paid $1.3 million to Blackstock, plus monthly child support of about $45,000.
The amount of spousal support is lower than the previous amount Clarkson had been ordered to pay in July of 2021, which was $150,000 per month.
Paul McCartney and Heather Mills. Their bitter divorce resulted in a massive nearly $50 million settlement for Mills.
She, on the other hand, is saying, well, he accumulated a lot of wealth since our marriage.
John and Kate Gosselin. At the height of their TV fame, the Goslins shockingly decided to part ways.
After months of speculation about America's most talked about couple, it's official.
Princess Diana and Prince Charles. This royal couple first met in 1977 and exchanged vows in a lavish fairy tale ceremony 4 years later.
And there are the cheers and the periscopes.
However, their marriage faced challenges stemming from their age difference and Charles's rekindled romance with ex-girlfriend Camilla Parker Bowles. Diana also engaged in extramarital affairs, further straining the marriage. Despite Queen Elizabeth II's efforts to mend their relationship, Diana and Charles decided to separate in 1992.
The divorce was finalized in 1996. Diana lost her Royal Highness title and became simply Diana, Princess of Wales.
3 years later, Diana gave a bombshell TV interview in which she addressed Charles's infidelity and her own mental health struggles. This was the final nail in the coffin.
A fairy tale had come to an end, and most importantly, our marriage had taken a different turn.
The couple officially divorced in 1996, with Diana retaining widespread public sympathy. Tragically, she met her untimely demise in a car crash 1 year later.
Here on the streets of Paris, people are mourning the loss of the most photographed woman in the world.
What other messy celebrity divorce did not make our list? Let us know in the comments.
Clearly, this was something that she was thinking about for a while.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.